How you doing, Scorpio? Happy birthday. Welcome back to Rose into the Tarot Oracle. I appreciate you being here. So there may be two parts to this. Not for sure yet. But to connect with me, you can for a reading at roseintuitivetarotoracle@gmail.com. And then I'll give you the ways that we can connect together through there. If you'd like to connect with me for a to donate to my channel, you can at money sign AMEROE at on my Cash App. I did do this message before, but TikTok is having some issues, so I'm happy and thankful I kept the cards out. And let's get into your message now. This to give you a trigger warning. This reading may trigger you because it's a very deep reading and it is most likely all about you, Scorpio. So I know how you like to be mysteries, stuff like that. But yeah, this is about you. So we have the Stalker card, lurking online, still checking your stories, obsession, and never left. You got the Hermit card. You also got the Temperance in reverse. So what this talks about is you may be experiencing some emotional imbalances. Just a second. So I did get an intuitive message earlier. I wrote it down that talked about impatience and frustration that you could possibly be feeling in this time period. Like the month of November is about transformation, change, and death. So this is why things may be so heavy right now for a lot of people, especially Scorpios, any water sign, definitely Pisces, Cancer as well, or anybody with that in their chart, like heavily. But you are going through a change and transformation during this period to bring you to your new beginning. But yeah, so basically, you can't be avoided. You're healing, and your self-worth. Then you got clout hungry. So we have viral or nothing, lives for attention, makes shit up for drama. And you got the High Priestess. So you know the High Priestess is all about intuition, inner knowing, all of the great stuff. So deep down inside Scorpio, you know your intuition is very strong. It's calling out to you. It's telling you to be more authentic. It's telling you to know the difference between intuition and fear. It's also saying don't take superficial paths because that won't lead you to emotional fulfillment. So you know with yourself you have to do something that's going to fulfill you internally and emotionally. Then you got love triangle. So it says third party involved, torn between two, multiple lovers. We got Three of Pentacles and you got the Three of Swords. So you see the Three of Swords, it's all about heartbreak, pain, loss, and grieving, all that painful stuff. So you could be having to need to make a painful choice right now, whether that is to decide between two different lovers, or maybe to leave some family alone, or to work on choosing you. Whatever is painful when it comes to making this choice, it could lead to heartbreak on somebody's side. Except for choosing yourself. That's the only one. But yeah, it could lead to some heartbreak. If you choose somebody over somebody else, they could be hurting. So it could be externally of you. It could be internally of you, like to let go of that person you also care about. But then there's, real family. You could be letting them go, and that could be hurting you, and that you could be suffering through that pain and that loss and that frustration and sadness too. Fighting with yourself and choosing what's best for you. you let me see. So with the next card, you got the card Haunted. It says memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects. So you got the Page of Swords, you got the Eight of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Moon card. So you know, this is you being stuck in mental prison that is self-imposed. So even though it's like, well, how is it imposed by yourself? It's kind of like, say you gaslight yourself or you tell yourself something that's not true. You could be stuck thinking about that for months, years, days, weeks, whatever, you know, your time frame. But regardless of that, it does, you know, it does state that you have the inner strength to be able to break free from it. And the way you want to break free is with mental clarity and logic. So using those two things will help you, you know, break free from it. And the path of healing will actually work out quicker than you think. So that could be something that scares you, is how long it's going to take, or, you know, kind of makes you more hesitant in a way. But the guidance is saying that it won't take too long when you start working on yourself. Then you get the card Spiritual Attack, Karmic Triggers, Spiritual Awakening, Shadow Work, and Divine Protection. You got the Ten of Swords, and you got the Knight of Swords. So with this, it talks about sorry y'all, you may be enduring a painful ending. You may be headed to the end of a cycle or pattern that you could have been living in or dealing with, or repeating over and over again. It says you are divinely protected. But this is the pain that you're going through is for like a profound spiritual awakening. So basically, pressure makes diamonds, and without this pain, this pressure, you being able to see and understand certain things, you wouldn't be able to. This journey would be not needed. If basically you didn't, like, this wasn't for you, right? So it doesn't mean like you look at yourself in a certain type of way. You're going through this because you need to be shown things and awaken to certain things so that you can lead others and, you know, show others that even though you go through things, look at how you make it through the other side. So you are going to be moving to that role model phase and becoming somebody who people can be like thankful and look up to and admire, because of how hard you fought, how you took your journey seriously, and you know, things like that. But like I said, this is going to move to a part 2, so I hope you stay tuned and come back. Have a great day, Scorpio.